2017, I was an assistant golf professional at Meridian Valley Country Club. I enjoyed helping run the operation. I spent time teaching women's clinics, kids clinics, running the junior program. I loved hiking. I loved being outside, spending time with my family. I had a very hectic lifestyle, but I really enjoyed being busy. And I was a healthy 28-year-old just going through life. It was September, and as a golf professional, things start slowing down. The season kind of comes to an end. And I remember thinking, I just don't feel well, maybe a little run down. I woke up on the couch one night, and I had some tingling sensation in my feet. And I went into the 24-hour urgent care in the middle of the night, and they just ran a bunch of tests and couldn't identify a virus or anything that was wrong with me. And they encouraged me to just meet with my primary and let them know if for some reason it got worse. And that night, I couldn't even walk. I couldn't get to the bathroom. I started becoming paralyzed from the ground up. So when I went to the 24-hour urgent care in Tacoma, they went ahead and did a lumbar puncture. That's the only way to identify what I did indeed have, and that was Guillain-Barré syndrome. Through this syndrome, my body started attacking the myelin, which is the sheath that surrounds those nerves. And as that started happening, from my feet up, it started causing that paralysis. I was admitted to the critical care unit at St. Joe's, and unfortunately, instead of getting better, I continued to get worse. After about a week, I was completely paralyzed and lost my ability to breathe. At that point, I underwent a tracheotomy and was put on a ventilator. I had an amazing care team at St. Joe's. I spent 37 days in bed, unable to move, and I never even got a bed sore. What that tells you about the staff and the ability to help me move and help me relieve that pain was pretty spectacular. So at St. Joe's, I built so many relationships with the care team. There were certain people that when they come into your room, they make you feel better. It's just their presence, it's their attitude. I felt like everyone there genuinely cared about me. The girls, would brush my hair. Things that are just intangibles. I remember I had one nurse, she just asked me, what do you need today? And I just, we used the whiteboard to communicate, and I said, I need to achieve something. I need to feel like I did something to get better. And I remember she said, we're gonna get up and we're gonna get in the chair. And I was like, no, not the chair. And it's a lot of work and it's hard, and she made me do it. And I remember just getting back to my bed that day and just being so grateful that she took the time to understand what it was that I needed and help me achieve something so that I could go to sleep that night knowing I did something to get better. I remember every day I would just get a little bit better, and I could move something that I couldn't move the day before. I was no longer in need of critical care. So at that point, I was admitted to CHI's regional hospital in Burien, where the main objective was to hopefully get me off the ventilator. I had Dr. Roper, Kathleen, my speech therapist, my OTs, my PTs, everyone was phenomenal. I felt like they all were really a part of the journey with me and wanted me to get better. After 77 days, I was able to walk out of my rehab facility using a walker, but I was able to go home, and I'll never forget that day.
Mary, how are you?
Hey.
Good to see you.
So now here I am a year and a half later, doing all the things I used to do.
If we get here, do you see how that affects that club face? Atta girl.
I teach golf full time. I'm able to compete again. I go hiking, I ski, I snowboard. I do all the things that I used to do. I try to maintain my perspective. I try to remember what it was like to be dependent on other people, and I will never take that for granted. As I continued my recovery, I went back and visited some of the staff at St. Joe's in Tacoma and at the regional hospital. And I'm grateful that I was able to show them that their care did indeed make me better. They were in it with me, beside me. They took care of me. They cared about me as a person. And I think that I wouldn't be where I am without them, and I'm so grateful for each and every one of them. I just want to say thank you. I want to say thank you for everything that you've done for me and for giving me my life back.